Hello, I'm glad that you're here. Well, after a very long night of driving from Death Valley, me and my friend Blake had finally made it to... And since we got there so late, we kind of opted to just go to bed without doing anything. But the next morning, I was up bright and early to figure out this whole gambling thing. I want to mention real quick that some casinos aren't very big fans of you bringing cameras into the place, so to keep it light, I just brought my 35mm loaded up with some Atlanta Film Company 500T. Once I got out of the elevator, I was immediately overwhelmed by bright lights and loud noises, which, if you've watched any of my other videos, is not really my pace. So after asking like 5 employees on how to lose money, I found an ATM and started on the path to a beautiful, crippling addiction. Gambling's pretty fun. After going up $50, I bought myself a nice breakfast and went to wake up Blake to get him in on all the fun. Like the good friend that I am, I thought it would be really funny to get pictures of him as he lost more and more money. So while I was hanging out at my new favorite slot machine, I could just hear Blake sliding more 20s into the Buffalo Stampede slots. Look at the hope on this man's face and look at the genuine disappointment as he is on his last $20 bill. Blake's over here making fat stacks. Yeah, after this, Blake won $700.
That's so stupid. You.
But as it stood, he had a flight to catch, so we cashed out and took off for the airport. However, I did not have a flight to catch. My trip was still only halfway done, and I was trading out Blake for an even cooler guy, my dad. The only downside was my dad's flight wasn't getting in until 11 p.m., and it was 10 in the morning, so I had to kill a lot of time. And I was already doing pretty good, so I walked my way back to the Westgate and made $20 last 2 hours in slots. I swear this machine could never let me down. Eventually I got bored and realized me gambling at the same slot machine for 2 hours doesn't really make for good content. So I decided to check out what Vegas was actually known for, the Strip. I spent the first bit just looking for all the staples. Caesar's Palace, the Flamingo, the Bellagio. Yeah, I missed filming the fountain, so we'll come back to that later. I tried my luck gambling in all of them, and I lost money in all of them. So I went from being up about $100 to only being up $40, which honestly I was still happy with because I told myself I was gonna get a nice steak dinner with that money. Feeling like these other casinos were just packed with bad odds, I decided to head back to the Westgate because Old Reliable was sitting right there waiting for me. And why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone by testing out the public metro in the process? I'm gonna give the Vegas monorail a 4 out of 10 because its coverage is trash, and why on earth would you use fabric seats in Sin City? Before I go into detail, I just want to show you 3 sequential clips that I took on my phone.
Well, you haven't let me down so far. They make the drinks very strong here. Westgate just failed me so hard, I am now down $100. Vegas sucks.
You see this drink? This is loser juice. I don't know what they put in it, but immediately after I finished this, I kept losing, and I lacked the willpower to stop.
I own you. You're my bitch.
So not only did I lose all of my profit, I lost my entire gambling budget over the course of an hour. So what I've learned is you only win in Vegas by looking like a dollar store Val Kilmer and not like, quote, the kid from Stranger Things. I walked back to my hotel utterly defeated over the course of a melancholy sunset. I was definitely not going to be able to afford that steak dinner now, so I settled for McDonald's instead. And you cannot plan things like this, but 2 employees immediately started going at it after I ordered.
Bitch, you a bitch on my mama you is, bitch. Watch me catch you after work for a hoe, and watch me call corporate on your stupid ass. Yeah, you gonna care though? Come outside. Come outside. Come outside. Oh, okay. Okay, keep that real cute then.
Well, there's no steakhouse.
Well, it doesn't get much sadder than this.
I figured I could sit around and mope that I lost all of my money, or I could head out and try a little night photography on the Strip. and one of those options sounded a lot more fun. I truly love all of the signage of Vegas. I mean, let's be clear, none of these pictures are great, but I had a nice time just walking around exploring the city. Finally, at the very end, I got to see the Bellagio Fountain's full show. And with that, I had seen all I had really wanted to see, and at this point I had walked 15 miles in a day, so needless to say, I was completely exhausted. So that's about it for Vegas. I lost all my money, ate McDonald's, and took very mid pictures. This video was more of just a log of my mishaps, but the real photography stuff will continue in the next one. If you like this change of pace though, please leave a little like, and also let me know in the comments if you left Vegas up or down so I know whether or not to feel more bad for myself. I hope you have a great day, and until next time.